Hi again. It's the latest update for me from meeting to Marion, and God has done wonderful things over the last year. It's hard to believe that I've been to the Philippines now 4 times and travelled all those miles, and God has provided all my needs financially and given me all the strength that I needed to do this great task of marrying the woman that He provided for me. So in July, or rather June the 29th, I left here from Devon, caught the train to London Heathrow, and then a long haul flight to Abu Dhabi, and from there to Manila, and met my beloved Angeline and her auntie in Manila, where the next morning we went to the British Embassy and got our documents, or my documents, filled in and signed and sealed. And the Lord overruled, because the traffic was terrible, and even though I allowed 2 hours, there was still a massive delay, but we got there in good time. And then the following day we went back home to Cagayan de Oro City, where my sweetheart's parents live, and there I spent the next 15 days, 14 days in the house with the family, enjoying fellowship and happy times with my fiancée and her parents, and wonderful memories. And our God did great things, and we went to the city hall, to the registrar, and registered our wedding to be, and then waited 10 days to get the marriage license. I attended a seminar, prenuptial seminar and counselling session, which they do over there with the pastor of the church, the guy who was going to marry us. And God did wonderful things. He gave us happy moments, happy times. We went to the shopping malls, to the cinema, and just mulling around buying clothes and shopping. Happy times watching DVDs in the evening with the mum and dad and brothers. And God was so wonderful to us. And then finally on the 17th of July, after my brother and sister-in-law come over as well for the wedding, God gave us a really nice day, all the documents in place, everything working out smoothly, and my dear sweetheart dressed in the most beautiful bridal gown, walking down the aisle and into a venue that was so wonderfully sorted out by the wedding zone, a wedding planner in that city. And there I was in my cream grey suit, waiting down the front there, sweating very much in the hot 30 degrees. And at last my beloved bride came down the aisle looking so beautiful and so perfect, and with a packed out congregation as well. And it was amazing and a wonderful experience that after 50 years of waiting, and yet believing truly in God's promise, after all that time, after all the tears and the website and YouTube site for encouraged singles that were produced from it, God did wonderful things. He answered my prayer and her prayer as well, after waiting for 26 years in faith. God was so amazing and so kind. We had a wonderful wedding and a wonderful reception afterwards, and we had a grand entry on a motorbike. I brought my sweetheart in on a motorbike. We danced, and the whole thing was so wonderful. And then by His goodness and mercy, we had a wonderful, wonderful honeymoon together, sharing together and getting to know each other even more. And it was just an amazing experience to be there with my dear love for a month. But at the moment I had to come back on my own, leave her behind, and the next process now begins of she has to go to Manila maybe 3 or 4 times to process documents before finally putting in for the visa application we're hoping for in October. So that's up to date for now, and we get a bit hurt at times, emotional, waiting for each other, but we know we've got probably 4, maybe 5 months to go before my dear Angeline and I are together here in England. But just to encourage you guys out there who are single, and do believe in God for His promise. Wait His time, even though it's painful and it seems unbearable. Wait His time, because I can truly say that Angeline, my wife now, and the precious ring I wear on my finger, she truly is God's best choice for me. I could not have ever dreamed or hoped or prayed for somebody so wonderfully perfect in my eyes as she is, so wonderfully caring and affectionate, loyal, devoted, fun to be with, and everything that a man that I could dream of. So my love and I, Angeline, we both give God glory and thanks, and may you guys be encouraged that God does wonderful things for his people, especially when they wait his time, leave the choice to him. So be encouraged, because if you're believing in God and trusting in his word, he will also do the same for you as he has done for me, but hopefully for you not quite so many years.